dang, she just embarrassed him live on TV, on air. Did she really say this? It's still the hell with CNN and Dana Bash, but Dana Bash, we got to give you a little bit of points, ma'am.
Engagement to try to find
You're
common
right down
ground.
the hall from Mike Johnson's office. I know exactly where you are. You could probably take a few steps and go knock on the door and talk to him. Have you tried that?
Speaker Johnson hasn't been given permission to have a conversation with me or Leader Schumer, and he said as much earlier today.
So you don't think he would talk to you at all?
We can have a conversation, but the problem is that until they get the green light to actually have a meaningful discussion to try to find common ground and a bipartisan path forward and a willingness to address the damage that Republicans have done to the health, the safety, and the economic well-being of the American people, then of course any informal discussion is going to be not fruitful.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh boy, you just can't make this up. I'm telling you, it's getting so bad. Even the left-wing fake news corporate media is sick of Democrats. I'm telling you, it's getting that bad. Even with the CNN and this heifer here, Dana Bash, I tell you. Even she's sick of this, but she's sick of the exact same script. I told you, how much I want to bet it's going to be the exact same thing. I told you, they go on here, they go on the MSNBC, the ABC, NBC, the whole alphabet news, and they repeat the exact same script. The exact same thing. And they are tired of it, man. You know? As much as they want to be on their side and show so much support and love for these Democrats, they are sick and tired of it. And she finna humiliate his butt live on television, live on air. Let's jump in, family. You new here? Join the family, though. If you ain't joined the family, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We rocking and rolling 24/7, 7 days a week. And we calling out for what it is. You know, the hell with the fake news media, the hell with CNN, the hell with Dana Bash. When will they ever get it right? They ought to just shut CNN down. You know?
Day 14, we're officially entering the third week of the government shutdown, and we're
The fake news media, the enemy of the people.
just days away from federal workers missing their first paychecks. Today, the White House warned that layoffs will continue, and on Capitol Hill, there are few signs of anything except a stalemate. Minority Leader Congressman Hakeem Jeffries is here now. Thank you so much for being here, sir. I want to start by...
Thank you so much for being here, sir. So you can repeat the exact same thing you said the entire week. You said last week. You said last month. Oh.
Try to reset. We are 2 weeks into this shutdown. Your proposal to fund the government included permanently extending Obamacare subsidies, restoring cuts to Medicare and the Republicans' big, beautiful bill, which is now law. Is that still what you want, all of that, in order to get Democrats' vote to reopen the government?
Well, our position from the very beginning is that we want to sit down, have a bipartisan discussion. Now we want to reopen the government, enact a spending agreement that actually makes life better for the American people and addresses the Republican health care crisis that is devastating people all across the country, working class Americans, middle class Americans, as well as everyday Americans. From our policy perspective, I think what we've made clear is that you've got to cancel the cuts, lower the costs, save health care. That involves addressing the Medicaid crisis that Republicans have created, a Medicare crisis, hospitals, nursing homes, community-based health clinics closing all across the country, and of course extending the Affordable Care Act tax credit so that tens of millions of Americans don't experience dramatically increased health care costs.
All of that is in the bill that you tried to pass and it didn't pass. That's in your proposal. But you started that answer by saying we want to sit down and talk about it. That suggests that...
Yeah, Dana Bash, he said that shit last week. I'll tell you, you know, got all this Diddy all on his forehead still. You know, I'm sick of it too, Dana. I'm sick of it. The same thing, you know, same thing. Same thing. We want to sit down and have a bipartisan. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, man, they ought to walk this brother out. Dollar store Obama. I'm sick of hearing that crap. That man is worse than the doggone dollar store. I love my dollar store, and we're going to stop disrespecting it.
What you just said is negotiable, is it?
I think we're always ready and willing and able to have a good faith discussion with our colleagues on the other side of the aisle to entertain any ideas that they may put forth with respect to both reopening the government and, of course, decisively addressing the Republican health care crisis. The problem that we confront, Dana, is that Republicans have gone
Republicans and Trump and Republicans and Trump, and it's just, you know, Republicans and the healthcare, the Republicans crisis.
The radio silent since the shutdown began. No conversations, no meetings, no discussions. Donald Trump has held them back from.
What I say? I told you it was coming. Republicans and Trump, and it's all their fault. You know, we've done nothing wrong. Us Democrats, you know, we're the best party in the world. And we're working for the American people. We're working so hard for the American people. We care for the American people, the kids in the communities. We care so much for the American people. Don't nobody believe that, man. You say the same thing over and over and over. People are sick of you and these Democrats, Hakeem. You know, and your Schumer shutdown, y'all running scared. You know, y'all done tore y'all drawers up. Y'all drawers are torn. Them damn drawers is tore up. And y'all done ran everybody out the door. I wonder why. And then y'all run to the fake news media every single day and repeat the exact same thing over and over and over. And Trump got to fight like hell. But hey, he wants to be king. He's a king. Want to be dictator. He's this, he's that. The same stuff, man. I'll tell you.
Even having a meaningful engagement to try to find
You're
common
right down
ground.
the hall from Mike Johnson's office. I know exactly where you are. You could probably take a few steps and go knock on the door and talk to him. Have you tried that?
Oh.
Speaker Johnson hasn't been given permission to have a conversation with me or Leader Schumer, and he said as much earlier today.
So you don't think he would talk to you at all?
We can have a conversation, but the problem is that until they get the green light to actually have a meaningful discussion to try to find common ground and a bipartisan path forward and a willingness to address the
You see what she just did? She's making him look so bad on TV, and I don't even care that I'm cutting him off. The hell what he's saying. He's repeating the exact same thing we heard yesterday, day before yesterday. The exact same thing when he went on CNBC, when he went on MSNBC. It's repeating the exact same thing over and over and over.
Republicans have done to the health, the safety, and the economic well-being of the American people, then of course any informal discussion is going to be not fruitful.
So you mentioned that there's nothing on the table. That is true from the leadership, but you know better than I that a lot of times solutions to these problems don't come from the leadership. They come from bipartisan coalitions in the rank and file. And there is a proposal, a bipartisan proposal in the House to extend the Obamacare subsidies for 1 year and reopen the government. Would you consider that if the Speaker would put that on the floor?
The Speaker has made clear he doesn't support extending the Affordable Care. In fact,
but what about you? Would you support
that?
that? Call his bluff?
What I support is a meaningful extension of the Affordable Care Act. I'm happy to entertain any reasonable proposal that is put forward. There has not been one. And the reason is we know Republicans have now for more than 70 different times over the last 15 years tried to repeal the Affordable Care Act. And so they're not interested in meaningfully addressing this health care crisis. They're not interested in extending the Affordable Care Act tax credits, even though earlier this year, as part of their one big ugly bill, they enacted the largest cut to Medicaid in American history.
We know he was going to say the exact same. I told you, this exact same script. The one big ugly bill, and then you know whatever.
And at the same time, permanent tax breaks for their billionaire
donors, billionaire buddies, their billionaire friends. I told you the exact same thing. And people have to steady fact check this man over and over and over. We're sick of it.
That's unbelievable. And now they're not even willing to consider even a modest extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits for working class Americans. That's their priorities.
But it depends on who the they are. There are enough Republicans on a piece of legislation, if all the Democrats supported it, that would extend those Obamacare subsidies for 1 year.
I think our
Just
position
on the
has
policy,
been,
would you support that?
I think I've been very clear, which is that is not a proposal that I'm prepared to support at this particular point in time. Well, it's very simple, because working class Americans, everyday Americans, and middle class Americans deserve the same level of certainty and assurance as to their health care costs in an environment that the cost of living is already out of control, electricity prices through the roof, housing costs through the roof, grocery costs through the roof. Now tens of millions of Americans about to experience dramatically increased premiums, copays, and deductibles. We should provide these everyday Americans
but what about
with the same
reopening
type
the
of
government?
certainty.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I understand that. What about supporting that along with reopening the government? Because the Republicans don't feel that they are feeling any political pain now. I mean, you saw the White House, the OMB director put out something about that they're battening down the hatches because they're paying troops, law enforcement, and they're making permanent cuts to the federal workforce while this shutdown is happening.
Republicans have been engaging in mass firings and attacking hardworking federal employees since the very beginning of Donald Trump's presidency. And so, to the extent that this is continuing, it's more of the same. Cruelty for them is the point. We've been very clear as Democrats, again, we'll find a bipartisan path forward. We want to reopen the government. We want to make sure that our hardworking federal employees and civil servants get paid. But we also have to address the Republican health care crisis. And the American people clearly know who shut the government down. Republicans control the House, the Senate.
Yeah, we know who shut the government down. People know who shut the government down. And even the people on your side know who shut the government down. Just look it up, Hakeem. Just go to the search bar, type it in. Go to the X, go to the internet, the social media, and look what people are saying, Hakeem. Look what the American people are saying of who shut the government down. Just go look. And they are on there calling y'all butt out. People on the right, people on the left, people in the middle, conservatives, liberals. They are calling your butt out, Hakeem and old Chuck.
And the presidency, they are blaming them because it's their responsibility. And they've adopted a my way or the highway approach from the very beginning of this presidency. And that, unfortunately, has continued through this shutdown.
I want to play something that the New York City Democratic mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani said to a very full room while he was campaigning in New York last night.
Oh, hell.
There is something special in this room tonight. It's power. It's the power of hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers united, ready to usher in a new day.
Socialist communists, our time has come. You know, let's plant the tree into the ground, and the tree will grow, and the tree will have money. It will have bills on the tree. You can just pull the $100 bill off the tree. Again, the tree has grown the money. All you did was plant the tree in the ground, and the tree growed, and the money came out.
It is the power of a movement.
We don't need law enforcement. You know, the hell with a jail cell. The hell with the prison. Let the criminals roam free. They will change their life around, and they will be better next time. Just let them out. They will be better next time. They won't commit any more crimes. They're fine. Just let them roam the streets. They're okay. And matter of fact, let's open back up that border and let people in. It's a good thing for this country. Open the border up and let them come back in. Gosh, how hard is it? You know? Whoop-de-doo. I tell you, boy. You know. We're going to run the grocery stores like this. Just walk in and grab away. I tell you, boy. Y'all something else, man. Y'all know I got to come over here and have fun with y'all, man. It's a disgrace. You know, and the hell with CNN.
That won the battle over the soul of the Democratic Party.
They finna run everybody out of New York City, boy. They already are. They running everybody out of New York, man.
Mr. Leader, does Mamdani and that movement represent the soul of your party?
Oh, boy. What a question.
Well, the Democratic Party, of course, is extremely diverse and it's represented by people like.
But there's only one.
You see how he just goes around everything. I mean, just get him off air, you know.
Cheryl. It's represented by people like Mikey Sherrill, who obviously is en route to becoming the next governor of New Jersey, Abigail Spanberger, who's about to become the next governor of Virginia. I haven't spoken to Zoran since the shutdown started. I do look forward to having a conversation with him before early voting starts in New York later on this month.
He's a Democratic socialist. Is that the soul of the Democratic Party, or is it the Democratic candidates you just referenced?
Here's my view of what the Democratic Party represents. We believe in a strong floor and no ceiling. In America, if you work hard and play by the rules, there should be no ceiling to your success. For yourself, for your family, for your children. At the same period of time, we believe in this country, wealthiest country in the history of the world, there should be a strong floor anchored in things like Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid that Republicans are decimating, that Democrats brought to the people of this country.
Mr. Leader, thank you.
What an absolute disgrace. You just can't make that up. He ought to be ashamed of himself. We believe in this and we believe in this and for the American people. And remember, Trump and Republicans are destroying the country. Remember, I mean, man, get the fuck out of here. You know. And then she got to ask him the question again because she knows he just gonna go around the answer or repeat the exact same script he been on for the last for Lord knows how long. I mean, man, you just can't make this up, man. What do y'all think? Leave a beautiful comment down below. I love y'all. God bless you all and your family, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love, you guys.